Grand rising, beautiful souls, divine here. I am smudging the crap out of myself because I am on day 2 of my water fasting and the headaches are starting to kick in. So I've been holding my sage up to my third eye, to my temples, to my jaw points. So they're getting tight. And also my pineal gland. I find it very relaxing and very soothing. This morning I woke up with a little pain on the left side of my neck, like I slept on it wrong. And it's really taking the pain away right now. Because since I'm on a water fast, I didn't take any pain medicine. Eek. So I've been living through the process, as we say. Yeah, my lighter's dying. Eek. I used most of my sage to smudge out the new camper that I'm going to be moving into. I spent probably 3 hours cleaning and cleansing just the bedroom area. So I moved some things in there and I closed the door. I did a full smudge through the whole camper before I did the scrub down. So when I'm first cleansing a room, I pray over it, I smudge over it, I have the clearing music playing, right? And then I wash the walls with vinegar, basil, cinnamon, and salt. And I'll do a chant while I'm doing that to cleanse and clear the space, to release anything that is not of my highest frequency. It was helping so much. I need to find another lighter. I have to wait till after the video. I just wanted to do this as a quick update because, doing this whole fasting thing, it's intense. I don't know if you've ever done a fast before, but I prepared for it for like a week to a week and a half. I know that hair looks so weird. Stop it. Oh goodness. So I'm super slow and tired. I'm going to bed early tonight. The sun just set, I think. Yep. It's still a little bit out there. Yeah, you can actually still see the blue. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, you can't see me, but you can see the blue. Isn't that beautiful? There. Yeah. You can't really see the colors in the sunset anymore because they're right where this line is. Let's see if I put this other light on. Okay. Now you can see it and see me, and you don't have the overhead glare. Cool. Oh, yeah, so doing this fast has been so intense. So for the first few days, I ate simple cooked foods like a sweet potato, which is the only type of potato I eat, because I can share it with my puppy. I don't do white starches. I've pretty much cut those out of my diet again. They snuck back into my diet when I was hanging out with certain people, and they're like, oh no, potatoes are fine. Oh no, rice is fine. Not really for me. I don't need the extra starch. No, I don't need the extra sugar. No. I'm working best with a more alkaline diet. So, like, my favorite food? Cucumbers and seaweed. I know, right? But that's what works best for me when going through the process. So the last cooked food I probably had was a little bit of soup. Before I went into, when I was still eating cooked solid foods, I would do lentils or falafel, things like that. And then when I cut out the cooked foods, then I go to more like soup and tea. I mean, no, there's technically cooked, but they're more like broth and tea with it, because I would do the miso soup. So it'd have a little bit of body to it, and I would cook it with the veggie broth. So it kind of give that fill up. Because I'm vegan, so I don't do bone broth. So that's my way of drinking the bone broth. Because you want to help your body shrink. Oh, and the other thing that I was doing throughout the whole process was I was drinking the lemon water. And I would drink it in the morning and at night. And sometimes I would drink some throughout the day. If it was warm or cold, it didn't matter. I was always drinking it throughout the day for like a week. In between going from the solids foods to the more liquids. So doing the miso soup tea, and then I was still doing the lemon water. I was still doing the lemon water throughout everything until the last few days. So after I do the tea and soup, I would do fresh veggie juice. And carrot, beet, and celery. It's like my basic. More celery than anything, because the carrot and beet just add a little extra flavor to the celery juice. So I did that for, I think, about 2 days. And then I would maintain my chlorophyll in my water. And I had a little bit of veggie broth that last night. Sorry, my nose is running. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but that's okay. And so I've been doing just water. With the first day I did it, I had the chlorophyll in it, but now I'm just doing the plain water. But I still make sure it's the alkaline water that I'm drinking. So that helps with the cleansing process, help pushing out any acids or anything in my system. And then the other thing that I do for myself every night is I put a little black seed oil on my face. I drop it up on my crown, my third eye, and then down my face, and then through my chakras. And put some in my belly button, and then I rub it all in. And then once it settles, then I do some castor oil. It really makes a difference, especially on my feet. If my feet feel tired, I definitely put the castor oil on my feet. You can put socks on if you want to give it that warmer, squishy feel. But I advise wear fluffy socks so it feels all nice and squishy if you're going to do it. Yeah. So here I am, day 2, water fasting. A little bit of a headache. Oof. Gonna do some more sage to help take it away. So we don't have to do any medications or anything like that, because we're doing this to detox the body. I want to do at least a 72. When you do a 72-hour fast, that's when the T cells start to regenerate. So I want to do at least an 80-hour fast. So I'm working towards 5 days. We'll see. Tomorrow will be day 3. I go to my doctor, get the blood work, and see how it changes my system. I wanted to be on day 4 or 5 in my fast, so after the T cells started to regenerate, but I got started a day slow with my whole fasting process because there are situations and circumstances needing to move and all these things that just came up last minute. So it's given me reflection, and I'm very grateful to be able to still be here doing this process and everything. I am so grateful. And having my little doggie, she's taking a little nap. She was playing outside. It was super muddy today, so I'm not letting her on the bed. But it was cute because she was like up there. So I put a t-shirt over her so I could dry off her feet a little bit. And then I set her back down. She still hasn't eaten her dinner yet. She gets so picky at the time she wants to eat it. She only has 4 teeth, so She waits for it to get super soft. I don't blame her. I would too. Anyway, thank you. That is our day 2 fasting update. Day 2 of water. But it's about the 8th day within fasting preparation. So, thank you all so much for listening today. I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration. And yeah, it was funny this morning. I had sent a text to my friend that's also fasting that when I made her dog food this morning, I'm like, it smells like a meal. Usually I never smell her dog food, but my sense of smell has heightened since I haven't been eating food for a bit. It's really interesting. You should try it. It's so much fun. It cleanses the body, it resets the body. You know, if you're having any ailments that are coming up. You know, the main reason why I did this is because my blood work came up back all kinds of wacky. My red blood cells were high. My white blood cells were high. Usually they're not both high at the same time. Then the doctor said my cholesterol was high and that I was borderline diabetic. And I'm like, what? I'm vegan. How is this? So that's when I was like, time for a body reset. And that's why I'm doing my fast. So I hope it inspires you to do a fast too. It's the best thing you can do for your body. I mean, if you think about it, that's what they used to do when we were indigenous nomads many times, fasting. I don't know if you do like intermediate fasting. That's always really good too. That's usually like where you eat whatever you want, but you stop eating at 6. And you don't start eating till noon. So you only eat from like noon to 6 p.m. Eat whatever you want. But then the rest of the time, your body's going on an intermediate fast, so it's pushing out toxins. Which doesn't do the whole T-cell reset, but it does do the toxin push. Very important. What was her name? Mindy something was my inspiration. If I find the link, I'll put it down below so you can follow the whole interview. It's really cool. I love it. The first time I did fasting, I was in my early 20s. I was about 22 when I did my first cross-country road trip by myself. It was my first cross-country road trip. I was with my grandmother on a Greyhound bus from Miami to Oregon, and I was 9 years old. And I loved the traveling so much. I was hooked. It was forever what I wanted to do. So now I am in the middle of the process of my 4th cross-country road trip. Yes, this is my 4th one now. I can't wait to get to Mount Shasta. Yes, that's my next prime stop. But I think I have to go back to Florida before I go there. Or, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Life, universe, it has its ways of having things come together. It's very interesting. I love it. So I hope you, yes, you, are having an amazing day. Remember, I love you. I love me. You love you. I take care of me. You take care of you. And we'll be good. Yeah, baby. Mwah.